Welcome everybody to another episode of Danny Loves Movies. I'm your host Danny Till, and I'm really glad to have this guest here. We've known each other for a while. We met in the open mic scene, and in the last couple of months, like 4 or 5 months, he's been putting out these videos that have just been going crazy viral, and he's just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm just super happy that he's here. Please welcome David Rodriguez, everybody. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, it's good to be here, man.
It's so good to see you. Yeah, and I like to ask every single guest I have, do you remember where we met? Because I know when we did. I don't remember the name of the place though.
It was probably at some weird bar having an open mic. No,
It was a bar. It was a bar / pizza place.
You know what? We just talked about this.
Yes,
like, the other day. Yeah.
we can't remember the name of it, but it was a mic produced by Jane Gonzo, hosted by Chris Allen.
Oh God.
And I remember that was the night I met you. I met Angel Castro that night. I met Andre Dawson that night.
The legend. Yeah.
I met Sean Crosco that night. And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of who else I met that night. I met quite a few, but we met, and you're just like, hey, I was like, hey man, what's going on? I'm Danny. And you're like, hey, I'm David, and nice to meet you.
Dude,
and
that's where it all started, man.
yeah,
Now look at us now, dude.
yeah, because we're going on like almost 5 years, and obviously for most like life wise like 5 years is not that long, but again I don't know when you started stand up, but I've known you for almost half my journey because I started stand up in 2016, April 1st.
Oh my
to be
God,
exact.
that long ago?
Yeah, man. When
Holy
did you?
smokes.
Yeah, when did you start doing stand up?
Oh man, I started doing stand up during COVID, dude, on Zoom, 2020.
How did you start doing that?
Man, I just had this epiphany.
Epiphany, yeah.
Epiphany. What does that mean again? I don't even.
You had this moment where you're just like, I want to do stand up on computers.
No, I was in my mom's room and I just was doing econ homework for college, UC Davis, and I was just like, man, you know what? I can't do this anymore. What do I want to be? And then I had an epiphany, where it's like, oh, I want to be a stand up comedian.
Right.
So like right away I searched up like comedy clubs that my college might have, and they have one. It's called Stuck. Shout out to Stuck. And then I just went to online meetings.
Yeah, and I remember like you were posting videos of you doing stand up at that venue at your college, and it always looked like it had really good crowds in there.
Yeah, man, the people.
Well, big crowds. I don't know how the crowds were though.
No, yeah, it's just before I did it, it was actually pretty popping. Like there was like 400 people in a lecture hall. But then when I started doing it, it's just how it was ran. The guy who was in charge of advertising it, he stopped advertising it. He stopped he got kicked out of the club. Shout out to I don't know. I probably shouldn't say his name.
Yeah. Shout out to an anonymous person.
I don't know if he's watching this. He's probably, I don't know. He's a wild man.
Yeah.
But he got kicked out, and the club kind of went downhill from there in terms of people showing up to watch the show.
Shit.
Yeah.
And then when did you start doing stand up like in the clubs? Also, like how did you find out about them?
Wait, can you repeat the question?
So you're doing stand up on Zoom, and then I imagine at some point you're like, I'm gonna start doing open mics at bars or clubs or whatever. How did you find out? Like,
man, that guy actually who got kicked out. You know what? No, never mind. I can't remember. I went to Laughs Unlimited because I heard there was a comedy club there, and then Jenny, the owner, was outside like setting up an outdoor like show. And I was like, hey, like, where can I do stand-up? Is there any, like, open mics around here? And she's like, yeah, you can do it here, but you can also go to Vince's in West Sacramento. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a really fun spot. And I showed up there, and it wasn't. You know, it was kind of scary and weird.
Yeah, Vince's, so my first time going to Vince's, I tried, and just because, like, for those who don't know, like, we tape this show in Sacramento and in Midtown, and then when you get on the freeways to go to, like, especially, like, West Sac, like, you need to make sure to stay in the middle of the freeway, because if you stay in the slow lane, you will end up constantly getting off the freeway and going to who knows where.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I kept accidentally missing the turn, so by the time I finally get to Vince's, I somehow, like, through some, because my phone at the time was like, here, take a right here, take a left here, and I somehow get in the parking lot that's like so far down, and I can't get it back up to the right part of the road, to the point where I was just like, fuck this, I'm going home.
Yeah, the construction would like take you to weird ass places, huh?
Yeah, West Sac is a very, I mean, like, then again, I've drove around in Stockton before, so it's not like much too different than compared to that.
Oh God, Stockton's kind of. Shout out to Stockton.
Shout out to Stockton, because I don't know if you, I don't know his last name, but the blind comic Elvin.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we went to Death Puppy one night, and then he asked like, "Oh, can I give him a ride home?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And then,
You didn't know he
no,
lived in... Oh my god.
I remember you were there.
I was?
Yeah, you were there, and I forget who else was there. But then I forget which comic was just gave me this look, like it was kind of like a rite of passage for somebody to take Elvin home. Just because again, it's not Elvin's fault, but just like
Fuck.
his directions. It's so ironic that a blind guy's phone directions give the most weird directions ever, because it got me down a bunch of random side streets.
Yeah.
And
what?
Yeah, instead of just like straight down and take a left here or whatever, it was like going down all these like side suburban streets before we finally get to where his place was.
Damn, did he accidentally... Did you put the directions in your phone? Or
No, it was in his, because my phone was almost dead.
Maybe it was like walking.
Maybe that.
Yeah, maybe he put walking directions instead of car directions.
It's not as well. It was fine. But
That's kind of fucked. I mean, he kind of played you like a fiddle, because I mean, it's kind of hard to be like, actually, you know what? Never mind. He was blind, so it's like, you know, you can't really. Once you commit, you have to commit, man.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, like we would always run into each other. I like the one that like I don't know about you, like I don't know what some of your favorite mics are in the scene, like so. Because when I started, my first stand-up set I ever did was at a Folsom Lake College comedy night, which was in actuality just an event for the theater kids.
Yeah. Oh, God, they're the worst.
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be a lot of like people showing out to hear comedy or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of theater kids playing theater games, and one person was singing Beverly Hills by Weezer, and I was the only person that was actually like trying to do stand-up, and I was told you're given 10 minutes, and I do
10 minutes. That's a long time.
And I was just like, okay, I can do 10 minutes, and then just because again everybody says I can do 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like, can you really? Because I don't know, like,
10 seconds.
because like, what's like the longest set you've done? Like when you were first starting out, what's the longest set you had done?
When I was first starting?
Yeah.
I mean, I agreed to do 30.
Okay.
Probably only did like 5 minutes worth of jokes.
Okay.
And then like the rest was just like, hey, what's up, man? How'd you hear about this?
Uh-huh.
You know, and it's like I couldn't do anything with that.
Yeah, because for me, my longest is 26, but like, there's a difference between like just doing 26 minutes and doing like a 26 minutes that's like good, because I know,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because obviously you open for people, so like, what's the longest set you've done for like an actual gig though?
Like where I did like I got booked to do a
Yeah,
show.
yeah. What's the longest set you've done for that?
Well, I mean, this dude made me at a barber shop. He told me to like he asked me to close out like his open mic. I did like 43 minutes.
Wow, how the hell?
But
did
again,
that
it
go?
was just like 25 minutes
Yeah.
of material that was like okay.
Yeah, sure.
But like the rest was just like, you guys get your haircuts here? It was just weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because for me, my longest was 26 minutes, and that was at Bar 101 in Old Roseville, because they used to have an open mic there on Wednesday nights.
God, Old Roseville.
Yeah, and then I came back after a long time, and it was basically like, oh hey, now the comedy mic and the music night are all rolled into the one, which is a fucking
That could be
stupid
pretty
idea.
bad.
It was a stupid idea, and then I remember one night the dude was like, "You're a little edgy, so I'm gonna put you in the middle." And again, I thought the middle was like maybe like 30 to 40 minutes in.
Fuck.
Guess when the quote unquote middle was.
3 hours.
Basically, I go up while they're wiping down the bars and putting up the stools. And all that's
Yeah.
left is the musicians. So I put them through the most twisted, fucked up set on the planet. Just because it's like, hey, you did this to me, so I'm gonna make you fucking suffer.
What was one of the jokes?
Ah, God, I forget. It's something to do with like the one that I did that always got like an interesting reaction with. And this is actually a true story that happened. I was in San Francisco waiting for an Uber, and you know how like San Francisco homeless people are. They're just like a mixture of and
Yeah.
Basically, this one came out of the dark, and I'm just like scanning, and then he just and I'm just waiting for my Uber, and then he comes up to talk to me. I was just like, "Yo, I don't got no money," and he just goes, "I don't want your fucking money, man. You taking pictures of me, huh? You taking pictures of me with your fucking computer phone and shit."
Damn, what type of phone did you have?
It was an iPhone. That was I think it was like an iPhone 6 or something like that. It was
What
like
year was this?
it was like 2016, 2017.
Okay.
But yeah, and then and I was just thinking like, if this is the moment where I'm gonna die, it needs to be comedy gold.
Yeah.
I tell this guy to go home,
Oh, sheesh. That's pretty good.
and he pauses for about 2 seconds. And now on stage, it's a little like exaggerated, but basically he basically walked into his box, closed the flap, and I'm not kidding you. He just goes, "Ta-da, bitch."
Oh my God.
And then I was just like, okay. And then I get in my Uber, and the guy was just like, how's your night going? I'm like, you're not gonna believe what the fuck kind of shit I just did with a homeless dude. And he's like, what kind of shit? I'm like, not like that, man. I get we're in San Francisco, but not that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just one of those moments where I was just like, that's something else.
Yeah.
And then stand up wise though, like I was saying earlier, like some of the open mics we would go to is a lot of times we'd hit Scoreboard a lot.
Scoreboard.
Heights, yeah, Scoreboard's California. Rest in peace. I passed by it every day on the way to work.
Yeah.
It's the only bar I can think of that's still fully open at 6:00 in the morning.
No, really?
Yes, the open sign is on, and everything. People are sitting outside on the bench at like 5:30, 6:00 in the morning. Because I imagine there's only like a brief window where they're closed, and they just open it back up again.
Oh my god!
And then I'm trying to think what other mics do we do. I mean, obviously Henry's Lounge is still going.
Wait, dude, it's St. Patrick's Day, man.
Oh yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. Are you even Irish?
No, but I'm wearing green, man. Okay. I wanted to dress up. Are you wearing green?
No. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. There is some green on my socks. About to say if we can get the camera up there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, little stripey right there.
Is that for like gay pride?
Nah, just weed.
Oh, sorry, I just saw the rainbow. So yeah. Like, oh, okay, you got down like that.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Danny's super.
I could see that.
But yeah, no. So let's see. I'm trying to think. Then there's obviously Henry's Lounge. We did a lot of spots there. Players. We used to do a lot of spots together there. And what other spots do you? Because obviously, Last Unlimited. I didn't fully step into Last Unlimited till last year though, which was even crazier.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Like a lot of it is just people say all the time, like why? I'm like there's just certain places where I just didn't go into for a long period of time, and I think a lot of it was just like. I don't know, because it feels like everybody goes through there and maybe just fear of bombing, I guess.
Yeah.
But again, everybody bombs. Like everybody, no, there's no comic we could think of who has not had a shitty night where they eat shit. But like, I'm sure there's some places where it's like, if you bombs to a point, you're just like, you're not allowed back again.
Yeah. I'm trying to. No, I mean. No, that's not the. Especially at a comedy club.
Sure.
I'm sure every comedian there who like goes there all the time has had like a terrible experience there.
I will say that there are some comedy clubs where like usually every comic has a good experience. Like I've only been to the once, but I know everybody loves Death Puppy out in Manteca.
Yeah, Manteca. Yeah.
Yeah, because I won't say like I've seen some clips of a certain comic who gets booked all the time. I won't say who it is. This comic gets booked all the time, and I don't get it because I don't understand.
Oh shit!
And then I seen him post a clip where he's just doing crowd work. And I'm just thinking like, and he's getting laughs, and I'm just like, really? Like, you guys really think this is funny? Well, also because like my thing is, I don't know how you feel about like crowd work. Like crowd work is like perfectly good. Like if there are the people who are really good at it,
yeah.
But then there are some comics who I can feel like that's all they try to do is because you see comics like a Matt Rife. Or like I'm trying to think, who are some other comics? Like obviously the stiff sock guys, Trevor Wallace and the other guy.
Guys who just kind of just do a bunch of what's it called, crowd work and kind of. Ari Spears. I mean, I feel like the ones that I see are pretty good.
Yeah, I know because there's good crowd work if you want to like really find it. And I would say like Patton Oswalt's really good at it.
Yeah.
Because then there's some comics who think like, oh, that's how they get quick views. I'm like, well, you have to forget like good crowd work is also you have to forget the crowd work that gets high views is also like really good.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Because I remember like when Matt Rife blew up, everybody's just like, "Oh my god, who's this kid?" I'm like, I remember when he was on Wild and Out. I remember like because he's only like a year older than me.
Really? Yeah. No way.
Yeah, he's 95. I'm 96.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant years old.
No. Yeah, no. He's reverse Benjamin Button.
I was like, what the hell?
But yeah, no, because I remember he was on Wild and Out when he was like 20, 21, and then he was on like a couple like I remember he did a guest spot on Fresh Off the Boat, and then famously it was a big thing when he was dating Kate Beckinsale when he was like 21 or 22 or something.
Kate Beckinsale.
Or Kate Beckinsale. Sorry, the chick from the Underworld movies.
Lemony Snickets?
No, Flip. You know who Kate Beckinsale is, right?
I do not.
Okay, God damn it. I'm going to pull up on my phone a picture of Kate Beckinsale, and you're just going to...
Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, can you type it in?
Kate?
Yeah, Beckinsale. Beckinsale. I forgot Flip is able to do this right now. Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember, like, this lady?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they dated for a year, and then she dated Pete Davidson for a minute.
No way.
Yeah, because famously this is like right after he like almost offed himself because he had like that was like right after Ariana Grande broke up with him and shit like that. And
then he dated this person.
Yeah, I'm like, this is like, I will say too, this woman, like, again, she's beautiful and she's been in so many movies. Like she was in Click, she was in the Underworld movies, she's been in so many things.
Pete Davidson, back then he made me really jealous.
I will say that too. I'll say because she is super intelligent. She has an IQ of like 142, and she in interviews is so funny. Like I will say the two performers who are genuinely so funny they can probably do stand up and be really good. Her and Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. He's another actor who again he's been in it forever. His first movie was The Goonies.
Oh,
dude, he in interviews, this guy is so fucking quick and he's so sharp.
Does he play Thanos too?
Yeah, he's Thanos.
What?
Yeah, dude. And I mean, his first movie was The Goonies.
Why does he get all these weird character face movies? Is it because he kind of looks like a... He does look like a mutant, kind of. Like a... I don't know, actually. He's handsome, so it's kind of...
And he's a good-looking guy. And
yeah, never mind. I take that back.
Oh, I love that. This is slowly what I'm like, who the fuck is Kate Beckinsale? I'm like, oh man, Josh Brolin's all right. But you know, and then obviously like you've started doing these sketches on your Instagram, and then is that the primary place you upload them, or do you do other socials too, where you start?
I post them on TikTok as well.
How are they doing
Facebook.
On there?
Not as good.
And then, and like, what made you want to start doing these? Like, was just an idea you were shooting the shit with somebody, and then somebody was like, "Oh, do these."
Yeah, I mean, the guy that I go on the road with, his name's Jesus Sepulveda.
Mm-hmm.
He posts skits, and he was like, "Hey, you should post skits, man."
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, he's funny. I never met him, but like I've seen his shit. He's funny.
Yeah, no, he's pretty funny. So okay, and then I met this. So I opened up for him in Salt Lake City, and then when we were there, this dude, this influencer, his name's Redneck Mexican on Instagram. He posts these like funny skits. And we talked for a little bit. He's cool. And then I forgot one day I messaged him. I'm like, hey man, can you please give me some tips on like posting skits? Like I want to post more. I just don't know how to go about it. And he was like, yeah man, just it'd be maybe post something on like of you ranting about something.
Oh, okay.
And then he also suggested posting stand up. And then he was like, try to post every day for 2 weeks. See what happens. Get the algorithm to like you. And then within those 2 weeks, I post this skit about like dating this girl who's from the hood, and that didn't really get any views on Instagram, but on TikTok it kind of got more than expected, and that kind of surprised me. I was like, oh okay, so there's something kind of here. So I kind of just took his advice of just posting every day for 2 weeks, and then maybe like 5 videos after that. One of them kind of did really good, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep doing this. And then I was like, damn, you know what? I don't want my whole Instagram to just be like my girl from the streets. So I just thought about posting this one where I tried to join a gang. And that one, it's like the video that I like put the least thought into. And
it's the biggest one.
So and then I kind of just rode that wave for a bit.
Yeah, I'll say because our mutual friend George Brett Olson, like he posted a video, like this was like what 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I forget what the setup for the video was and the caption is, but basically like this thing blew up overnight, and he gained I think like 50,000 followers over the course of like a week. And I was looking at the comments, like it's people like SZA is commenting,
Channing Tatum followed him,
and then are you serious, dude? That is awesome. And then also like I saw Karamo from Queer Eye was commenting on it. Yeah, dude, he's like, and again, like we've known George for a while. Like he's been we're putting in the hours. He's been grinding. So like
he's a good dude.
Yeah, no, like, and I tell this to people all the time. It's like if you're cool to me, I'm cool to you. And like I'm like when people I know who are like blowing up, like I'm so happy for them.
Yeah. No, I pretty much I texted him like the 2 week thing. I'm like, dude, just post everything for 2 weeks, or post every day for 2 weeks. And he was like, are you sure? Somebody told me to wait till this video dies. I'm like, no, you're just ride the wave. They love you. Just do more of those videos.
Yeah, and then also my thing too is I don't know what your thing is. I think also is not only like the captions, but also like the font of the captions, and also like where you put them on the screen. I think is another thing.
Like that matters.
Because I've posted some that have like gone through, especially stand-up clips. I've posted some that go through the algorithms pretty well. That I've had some other ones that just not so much, but then I've had some where it's like, okay, like these are like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think captions really matter. I mean, unless they have like bad words or some shit like that. I mean, nah, it's more so the content.
What about? Do you think it's also lighting too?
Definitely making it visible.
Uh huh.
You know, you have to be like Zani, right?
Yeah.
So I told him, because he posts videos of like him doing skits like in his car.
Yeah.
At night, and I'm like, bro, sometimes it's really like hard to see your face, so like try to at least turn on, make it a little bit more visible. So shit like that, I mean, just I guess it does matters how it looks.
But sure, and then also like I'm curious, like, in you and your journey, because obviously, because you've been doing it now for almost 6 years, and has there been like any? I'm sure there's been probably like some ups and downs, like where it's like you maybe, because I'm somebody who admittedly, because again I'm approaching 10 years of doing this, and also it's like I've been booked a total of maybe 30 times,
shit.
And that was maybe in the last like 4 years. That I started, and then so it's like I do have these ups and downs, but it's all about like the people who are like, because like again, like you've blown up a lot, and then like George's blown up a lot, like Patrick's blown up a lot, just like
Patrick,
and I just had him on last week, and he just did in my last episode, and he was great. And
dude,
and he's one who are, because I full on said to him, because it's like I don't know why you're here, but well, just like like again, like, it's obviously who he opens for and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
So again, it's stuff like that where I'm just like I don't know why you're here, and he's just like, dude, like, you're here because I like you, and it's like you and I always have like good conversations, and like and again, like, because I know who he opens for and shit like that, and all the shit, these cool shit he's doing, but it's like he likes that he and I don't talk about that. It's usually just like, hey man, how you doing? Like, I think that's the way I am with pretty much everybody. Like, I'm usually just like, hey man, how you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, anything new in life? Blah, 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 blah. And then there are some who would like try to just like, stay on a 12 all the time and just try to like turn into a bit. But then you have some who are just like, oh yeah, no, this is going on, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And I think that like you and I have always been like pretty chill with each other. And again, like, we're not like super duper close, but it's like every time we see each other, it's like, hey man, how you doing?
I give you a hug.
Yeah, no, and I'm curious, like, for you though, like what are the big moments for you where you wanted to like not like want to stop, but like what are the moments where you're just like, you're self-doubting and you're just like, should I keep doing this to myself?
I mean, those thoughts still come and go. Sometimes when I just feel stagnant, where I just feel like I can't come up with any more material. It's like, damn, it's making comedy less fun. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm about to turn 25.
Oh, okay.
So, seeing my friends and all them have like careers, it's like, damn, like, fuck, they're getting married and shit. And,
I feel you, because I forget, you're from Orange County, right?
Orange County, California.
Then you went to high school in Orange County?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to high school in Everett County, and all my classmates were getting married and having kids by like 18, 19, 20, 21.
Why?
I don't know, small town living, I guess. I'm not sure, because some of them, like, some of the people who I know, like, they've been married, they just got married to each other, but they've been together since like freshman year of high school. So it's just
my God.
So it's like, hey, like, you found love early, that's great for you. And then I know some people who are just now starting to get there. And then I don't know, then there's some who are just like, hey, like, like, what about you? Like, what's dating life for you? I'm just like, I don't know, it's whatever, just because I'm me.
Are you dating somebody right now?
I'm talking to a handful.
A handful? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't get it either. Because there's some.
You're just talking.
Because I matched with one recently. I don't know if it's gonna go somewhere. And then she, I matched with her last night. She's pretty. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere with not. And then
what does she do?
I don't know exactly. I gotta look at her bio. I think she's a teacher or something like that.
A teacher.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
And then
did you message her first, or did she?
So on I won't say which dating app it is. She I don't know if are you on any of the dating apps or no?
No.
Okay, well, there's some where you can respond to like prompts or whatever, and I just like the one thing I do have. That's right. Good for you. I'm so happy for you.
No, I mean it's cool. I mean, yeah, we're
because how long have you and your? I feel so bad because I actually met your girlfriend. I think.
Yeah.
How long you and her been together for?
I mean, we've been together for like a little more than 2 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I say 2 years.
Right, and then
But we had like our phases where but now we're like together.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, me, like, I have my moments where it's like it possibly does something and then it doesn't, and just. But I think a lot of it just because I'm me. So it's like I'm so like I don't like to change. Sometimes I think like I should change for somebody.
Hell no.
And I'm just like listen, like if you like me, you like me. If not, whatever.
Yeah, not walk away. Yeah.
I don't know. And then because then there's some people who I talk to and they're just like, oh man, like I think you'll find somebody. I'm just like, I'm 29. I'm gonna turn 30 in December. Like,
oh my god.
Like if it happens to me, it happens. But I'm not like.
What's the oldest person you dated?
This is when I was. And it was one date. I was 26. She was 47.
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
What about you?
No, I mean, I don't have anything like that.
What about what about you, Flip? Have you ever had a date with somebody that was like significantly older than you, or no?
Yeah, I have. Well, not like on a date, but like mess with her. She was like in the neighborhood and shit like that. I was like 15. She was like 18 already.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that legal?
I don't know if it's legal, but
it was still fun.
Did you both go to the same school?
No. She was just in the neighborhood.
Okay, then it's like somewhere in the middle.
Which neighborhood? Asking for a friend.
That's great.
Please tell me.
Oh my god, I should have known this was gonna happen with you. But
damn, dog's 47.
Yeah,
and you were
26. So she was 21 years older than me, I think.
How'd you guys meet?
I matched with her on one of the dating apps.
Damn.
And if somebody's listening who's like, hey, like, what's the key to going out with somebody that's older than you? And just say they don't look their age.
Yeah.
And that immediately just like, okay.
Oh, they like that.
Oh, they like that very much. And it just gives them like a boost of just like, oh yeah.
You know, I'll be honest with you. Whenever like an old lady tells me to guess her age, like I always
go down.
Yeah, and even when she says no, but guess for reals, I still like I know she's older.
Yep.
I know she's like way older, but I'm still always gonna guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I've
messed up.
Like I've swiped on people that are in their 50s, and then there was one who I was talking to.
Wait, what? You said what?
I swiped on somebody who was. I swiped on a handful of women that are in their 50s and shit like that. But like, then there was one who was talking to. I don't want to say how old she was, but like, definitely in the realm where I'm just like, I should not be talking to somebody with this big of an age gap. Like, again, this was like I was 27, so it's not like I was like a not adult.
She was what, like 60.
Let's just say around my mom's vicinity. So, yeah, around like mid to late 50s.
Oh, does she look that age? You're kind of just into that?
Not into it, but it's more like
you're down for whatever?
Yeah, pretty much. What can I say? The power of Cinemax when you're a middle schooler.
What's Cinemax? I don't even know what that is.
Wait, were you not around for Cinemax? Max After Dark?
No, is that a...
what about you, Flip? Do you remember Cinemax?
Yeah.
Okay,
he's only 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, on Friday and Saturday nights...
Was it porn?
Softcore pornography, yes, indeed.
Oh.
Basically the kind where, like, there's an actual plot, and you mildly are interested in it.
I don't think I've ever been interested in a plot.
You know what? Sadly, it got to the point where they had these full television shows, and it got to the point where I was watching them just for the plot.
And then you wouldn't even do anything?
They would do it, but I actually.
Oh no, but you wouldn't like enjoy yourself.
I mean, I enjoyed what I was seeing, but but at the same time, I was kind of sadly wrapped into the story.
Wait, was this in public? Like, were there like, were there? You know how some people go to like porn stores and they sit in like a comfy seat?
I don't think they have those anymore.
That's what I was saying. So where do you watch this? Just on
it was on TV in my room. I was like 14.
Oh, it's TV. Oh, I thought it was like a.
Dude, we're in 2026, not 1976.
I didn't know.
I mean, like, I'm serious. Like, I'm trying to think. Were you even around for when video stores had porn in them?
Yeah.
Were you really though?
Yeah, because you know how like I don't know if you know, but in Mexican like areas, there's always like a DVD store.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going in there and seeing like a X-rated section. And I just knew that was like, oh, okay, that's the stuff I'm probably gonna watch later.
Yeah, for me, like the kind of area that was, so there's two places. Do you remember Fry's Electronics?
Of course.
Okay, so you go in the DVD section, like by the CDs, they had like the adults only section, and then I was just like, and I was like 19, I was going into Fry's finally, and then I flipped the thing off, and I was just like, Oh, and then also another one was
They have it at Fry's? They have that stuff?
well, not anymore because Fry's closed many years ago.
No, not many years ago.
I mean, during the pandemic they closed.
No, they're still open.
No, they're not.
Fry's?
Yeah, Fry's Electronics is dead.
I think there's still some.
Probably the buildings, but not the people who work at Fry's are in them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because like the Fry's that was over in Roseville, that's now Auto Mall or whatever for like RVs and shit.
Yeah.
And then also the other one I would go into and they have them is do you remember FYE? Whenever you go to a shopping mall, there was FYE. It was a media store.
No, Fi? No.
Flip, do you remember FYE when you go to the mall?
No.
Oh, okay. So when I was growing up in the Bay, when we go to Tanforan, there was an FYE, which was basically like, you know how we around in Sacramento we have like the Cave, or we used to have Dibble Records. It was like that for used stuff, and the adult section would have the black slip covers, but have the Playboy bunny on them, and they would just use that to block the section off.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of the ones where you're just like, well, you wonder what that is, and then you'd flip through and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
And then probably the earliest of that was like, I imagine like you and probably when you were like 10, you and a bunch of friends were going to 7-Eleven and just going through the magazines in the back.
I mean, I had an iPhone when I was like, or an iTouch when I was like 9. I don't even know. I mean, I think 5th grade is when it all started, so I was like 11.
I keep forgetting how much younger you are than me. But so basically, when I was like 10, Flip, would you and your friends go to 7-Eleven and look through the porno bags on the back?
I wouldn't be with them. I wasn't like with them. I'd be on my own accord.
I remember one time, I won't say who the friends are, but like we would just go to 7-Eleven all the time. And we noticed that the porno mags are in the back, and we were just looking at them, and then we'd be, again, like we're 10, so we're just giggling. Then finally, the guy behind the counter was just like, "Get out before I call your parents."
Oh, because you have to be like 18 or 21.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and again, we were 10, looking at a magazine that was meant for 18 and above.
Yeah.
And so then he just looked at us, and he was just like, "Get out, or I'm going to call your parents." And we just and again we just tossed them back, and then we just sprinted out of the 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when it's the Friday after school in San Bruno and your 7-Eleven's down the hill, you would just spend hours in front of 7-Eleven doing nothing.
I wish I was into that around those times where it was only like available through those means, because I feel like when you have it on your phone, it's kind of like, like when like a pet rabbit has that automatic feed machine. So it's kind of like he has food all the time.
Yeah,
it's like he doesn't get excited anymore, really. So now it's kind of like I wish I had like the fuck, I can't let watch it,
Yeah. Oh shit.
Does that make sense? I don't even know.
Yeah, I would say it does. Flip, where are we at on time right now? Like on the halfway mark?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, so
Sorry.
yeah, no, you're good, man. This is fun. So I knew this was gonna be. I will say you're not as bad as Bijan Sagami.
Oh god,
Bijan would go down these fucking rabbit holes, and I remember like we were setting up, and then if he'd be saying something, and Flip would check the audio, and then you would hear Bijan say some random bullshit, and he would just be like, "Oh my god, we're so gonna get fucking canceled if that gets released." But yeah, so and because this is technically a movie podcast, I'm curious, like for you growing up, like what were some of the, like whether it was video stores or going to the movie theater, what were some of the early experiences you had? What were the movies you saw as a kid that were like you like really had the biggest impact on you, like going from like a little kid to even like teenager even?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I mean I remember just Jeepers Creepers. That was, for some reason, that's like the movie that represented my childhood for some reason.
I got a lot of questions.
Why?
because I will say that like Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 were on the Sci-Fi Channel a lot during Halloween. That's how I'd watch
Maybe
it.
that's why. Yeah.
But then I was about to say, because like the reason why I answered a lot about my childhood is because the controversy from that director, right?
Oh no, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Flip, do you know this? Okay, so the writer-director of the Jeepers Creepers franchise is named Victor Salva. His first film was produced by Francis Ford Coppola, and they shot at Coppola's house, and they had the lenses that shot American Graffiti.
Okay.
And again, it's I don't know if this movie's on YouTube or not, but and understandably you can't buy it on DVD because like the moment that it got revealed, all the controversy, they pulled it off the shelves because you find out that Victor Salva during the movie and like shortly before also he was abusing the 11 or 12-year-old boy that was the lead in the film.
Oh.
And when he got caught, there was photos. I think there was tapes.
Jesus.
And I think there was I don't know for sure, but I think there may have been photos of the other younger boy that was also in the movie.
Oh.
And the only one of the siblings that was a full adult was, it was the film debut of character actor Sam Rockwell.
Okay.
Do you know who Sam Rockwell is? So if you pull up Sam Rockwell on here, he's one where if you look at his face, you realize like, oh yeah, you've seen him in so many movies. He's been in so many films for the last like 30 something years. And he just won the Oscar, I think like 8 or 9 years ago, finally. Very well deserved. Do you know this guy from anything? He's been in so many films.
No, I mean...
I was about to say,
Iron Man.
Yeah, he was the bad guy in Iron Man 2. He was in the Green Mile. He was the bad guy in Charlie's Angels.
Green Mile.
Yeah, and then he's the guy with the fucked up teeth.
I need to watch more movies, man.
Have you seen Galaxy Quest?
No.
Oh, he was terrific in Galaxy Quest. Have you seen Galaxy Quest, Vip?
That kind of looks like the what's it called? The Fantastic Four.
Close. Star Trek.
Ah.
Yeah, this is basically made as a movie that was used to like kind of like not make fun of it, but kind of like poke fun at Star Trek, and it had a lot of Star Trek references, and a lot of the cast like really dug it. And then he was the bad guy in Iron Man 2. Basically, this movie was his first movie. He was like 20 years old or whatever. So again, and he even said like, hey, like, cause he was asked about it recently. He's like, hey, what are your thoughts on this movie? And he said, hey, listen, we shot at Coppola's house. My experience was great because again, like he was of age and he was an adult, so obviously he just went to the set and then just went home. So he probably had no knowledge of what happened or whatever. So anyway, so the director went to jail, and then years later he gets out, and then it's a big controversy that happens when he makes this Disney movie called Powder.
Powder, okay, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, have you seen Powder? Okay, it's about this pale, hairless boy who has these magical powers. There's this line where Jeff Goldblum rests his hand on his head. And then he says something along the lines of like, after I touched you, I gained the sexual drive that I haven't had in 10 years or some crazy bullshit like that. Huh. And again, like it's a movie where like it's
that guy. What's his name?
Well, so the pale guy is Sean Patrick Flannery, who's from the Boondock Saints. But yeah, this movie is when this movie came out, Victor Salva's victim, heard wind about this Disney movie where there was kids on set, so he like led all these protests, I think at the premiere, and then finally the controversy came to light, and then he went and made Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, and then he made I think like 1 or 2 movies before finally just out of the industry forever. I mean, kind of rightfully so.
Oh god, yeah. There's Jeepers. Yeah, there's Jeepers.
Oh, I will say that, dude.
Wait, so the guy and the girl on the right, is that no? Because he's an adult.
No. So if you go under all, and then you scroll down and you click on the director. Let's see, where's her? Yeah, so the director right there. That's Victor. Yeah, so this fucking dude.
Oh no.
Yeah, this fat fuck. He was.
Kind of has my facial hair. Shoot.
You've got to fucking shave now, bro. I mean, also that guy's got like 300 pounds on you, so you're fine.
Is he Mexican? Don't tell me he's Mexican.
No, I think he's just white.
Okay.
But yeah, this guy went to jail for I think like he was sentenced I think like 3 years and he did 15 months.
Why?
In terms of just like why the low sentence. I think it's because Coppola filed a counter lawsuit against the boy and his mom.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the one thing where I'm like, I fully acknowledge like Coppola is one of our all-time great directors. Obviously, The Godfather, Apocalypse Now,
nice.
The Outsiders, all that shit. But then I'm like, you also fucking, filed a counter lawsuit against a 12-year-old boy that got sexually molested by a director you hired.
Okay, yeah. You know what, Jeepers Creepers, I don't like it anymore.
Hey, listen, like I'm able to separate the art from the artist. I just fully acknowledge, like, hey, so and so. It's kind of like Woody Allen, right?
Yeah.
That's
kind of weird.
Yeah, no, Annie Hall's
really weird.
Like Annie Hall's an amazing movie. It's a great film, but also you married your stepdaughter, and that's fucking weird.
That's what Woody did?
Yeah, Woody Allen.
Because he raised her.
Yeah, so he married his daughter, and then,
Asian girl.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and then he also and then he molested his other daughter. Yeah. And that's one where it's just kind of like, ugh. And then there's another one like Roman Polanski also. Like Roman Polanski, again, Chinatown, amazing film. His adaptation of Macbeth is amazing. Rosemary's Baby is a classic. But then he also drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl and then fled the country when he found out he was going to go to jail.
Not cool.
And then he won the Best Directing Oscar for The Pianist in like 2002 or 2003. But also at the same time, I haven't seen The Pianist, so I can't say if it's like good or
Pianist.
great. Yeah.
Pianist. Well, no, I said pianist.
For a second, I was like, pianist. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro?
Isn't it the pianist?
Yeah. For whatever reason, even though it's pianist, they say pianist.
Pianist.
Yeah, I don't know why they emphasize the E.
Pianist.
Pianist. What about you, Flick? Give us a little pianist ASMR.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah, now it is.
It is now.
What? Oh.
Pianist.
There we go. Very nice.
Let me out. I want to go home now.
Let's see here. I was back to earlier though. Like outside of that one, though, what were some other like childhood movies you loved growing up?
Childhood movies. Good question, man. I really like Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is great.
I mean, Due Date is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, Due Date with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
I will say though, like one of my favorite fucking scenes in that movie. Because have you seen Due Date, Flip?
Yeah. It's
okay. Like one of my favorite scenes in that movie is when they're drinking the coffee and you find out, oh, you're not drinking coffee, you're drinking his dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a legendary movie. And I will say, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
It's the old school Hulk.
With Eric Bana and Jennifer Connelly and Sam Elliott.
I can't remember.
It came out like 20 years
ago. But there's
a
scene where there's like mutant dogs.
Yes.
Trees.
Yeah.
That one was like a big part of my childhood.
Oh, dude, I had the whole can. Did you have the whole cans?
No. Oh, no. I know what you're talking about.
Did you have the whole cans growing up? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, so I had them, and then my sister was terrified.
Yeah.
My sister was so terrified of these gloves because my cousin and I would just like beat them in front of her, and like she would be terrified to the point where she just bit off the thumbs.
What?
Yeah, and then...
That's a sick-ass scene. Where the dogs come out, yeah. Damn, that brings back memories.
Have you seen this movie recently though?
No.
I'm kind of terrified too because then I watch it and just be like, yeah, this movie's not very good.
Really?
I don't know. I think also because the movie's so long. I think it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
It is.
Yeah. And I'm not saying movie length has nothing to do with it, but also like I get what Ang Lee was trying to do with a comic book movie because it was his first time like directing a movie where it's like such high visual effects and everything. And don't get me wrong, Ang Lee's like an amazing director because like obviously, God, he's directed so many movies, but I'm thinking like obviously Life of Pi is incredible. Did you ever see Life of Pi?
Never seen it.
You know what I'm talking about, the one with the tiger?
Where he's on the boat?
Yeah, the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, he's an amazing director. He did Brokeback Mountain, and he did this amazing movie called
Brokeback Mountain.
I remember when that movie came out because I was like 10, and I remember just the line around the corner because obviously I was in the Bay, so I can only imagine what the ticket sales were like in San Francisco and shit.
That's the scene where he pushes him against the wall and starts making out with him, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't ask why I remember that scene.
I remember like when that movie started coming out on like TV and shit, and then I was telling my dad like, "Oh yeah, I watched Brokeback Mountain last night." And he was just like, "You fucking watch what?"
Yeah.
And maybe also because I think my dad was just fearful that I was turning gay.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time my dad like he didn't say it, but he subtly was just like because he was talking about how his coworkers were lesbians and they had a daughter, and he's just like. Yeah, listen, like, if it doesn't affect me, like, I could not care less.
Oh, okay.
And so then I'm thinking, like, so, I'm guessing you're glad you got straight children.
Yeah.
Because I imagine, like, he would not, because I don't know if you know who Billy Gardell is.
No.
Okay, so he's a really funny comic. He was on that show, Mike and Molly.
No.
And he has this great bit from his hour special, like, 15 years ago, where it's like, where he's like, yeah, now my friends and I, we were telling my friends that we're having a kid, and they're like, and they go, what are you having? And they go, little boy, and they go, what if he's gay? And then it's like, what am I supposed to do? Do-over? Like, that's my son. Like, that just means I'm going to ballet instead of football.
Yeah, that's funny.
But listen, but don't expect me not to bring in the same energy from football into ballet. I'm like, you call that a fucking pirouette? Get your head in the game. Let's go.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no, it's a great bit. It goes through YouTube occasionally. And I'm thinking, like, you talked about some other shit, but like, what about like going to the movies? Like, what were some of your memorable experiences with going to the movies with your family as a kid?
Oh well, I've had some of my. When it comes to dating, I think I had one of the worst experiences at a movie theater. Yeah, I liked in high school. I took like I had a crush at the time.
Sure.
Not anymore.
We all did.
And and we were there. She was about to leave to Mexico for a few months, right? Mm-hmm. And we went to go see Incredibles 2. And then we were watching just the ending scene, like the credits.
Yeah.
And I leaned in for a kiss without telling her, and she just gave me cheek, man.
Oh.
She turned her head away. Yeah. And then that was probably my worst experience at a movie theater. My best one was, do you remember that movie where, maybe not best, but my most emotional was that movie with the dogs who, I think they moved to, the movie is about them going to Colorado or something. It's like a group of dogs, and they talk. It's like human voices.
Are you talking about the Homeward Bound?
I think so.
Where it's the two dogs and the cat?
I don't know. Was it in Colorado?
Probably. I know Michael J. Fox voices one of the dogs.
Maybe, yeah. And then I cried.
Sure. Again, like, because that one especially, like, because you've seen Homeward Bound, right, Flip? Okay, so the scene where at the end where you're like, okay, the cat comes.
Wait, when did this come out?
1993, I want to say.
Wrong movie then, because
okay.
I was
I was saying like very off. I'm trying to think. Marley and Me, was it that one?
Fuck, I don't know. No, it couldn't have been that.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what other dog movies have come out. Was it that one where the dog kept dying? You know what I'm talking about? A Dog's Purpose, where the dog dies like 9 times.
How is that possible?
His soul keeps going into other dogs.
This is a cartoon?
No, it's a live action, and it's voiced by Josh Gad.
And this is recent?
8 years ago.
Probably that one then.
And then they did a sequel like 2 years later, and nobody saw it.
How do you know so much about movies?
I watch a lot of movies, and I have a photographic memory, pretty much.
Really?
And like there are times where like Flip has said, "Oh, hey, I don't know what the name of this movie is. It describes this plot." I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's probably this." Type it in, and he's like, "Boom, yeah, that's right." Like I remember, I remember you and I were randomly bringing it up. It was with Caitlin Johnson. It was this movie called Kart Racer from 2002 with Randy Quaid. Yeah. And I forget how this got brought up. And he's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember this movie. It's about this kid in a car." I'm like, "Is it fucking Kart Racer?" And then he types it in, and he's just like, "I fucking love you, bro."
Damn. Did you ever watch Spirit?
Yeah, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, the talking horse. yeah. I fucking loved that movie.
That was a big part of my childhood.
Sure, and because like we grew up like because I know you're there's a little gap, but like we grew up with a lot of really good DreamWorks movies because they came out the gate with like. So that came out. I think their first one was Ants. I could be wrong.
I remember Ants.
And I will say, controversially, Ants is better than A Bug's Life because those two came out in the same year of each other.
What about B Movie? Even I know it's different, right?
B Movie now, I'm just like, it has its moments. I remember when it came out, that movie was huge.
Yeah,
it was huge. And then I watched it, and again, like every kid, we went to the video store, we rented it, and of course, all the adults knew who Jerry Seinfeld was, but for us, we were just like, who the fuck's Jerry Seinfeld? We just want to see the B Movie. And again, it has its moments. Like you could tell it's a kids movie written by people who wrote for a sitcom. So because again, it's Seinfeld, it's Spike Feresten, who famously wrote the Soup Nazi episode.
Whoa.
And then I forget who the other writers, but it's everybody that he's worked with before. And I'm just like, you could tell this is a bunch of guys writing a kids movie. The other one that's like kind of similar is, did you see the Cat in the Hat live action with Mike Myers?
I never saw the live action.
Oh my god, have you seen the live action Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers, Flip? Oh god. Okay. So The Grinch comes out with Jim Carrey, and it's a super smash hit.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Seuss's Widow is just like, okay, you guys can make The Cat in the Hat, which is arguably like the most famous Dr. Seuss book ever.
The Grinch with Jim Carrey, man, that
classic.
That's
okay. Not anywhere like that one. So this one comes out, and it's directed by Bo Welch, who was a famous production designer married to the late great Catherine O'Hara, and he's a production designer for movies like Beetlejuice and a lot of Tim Burton movies. And this is his directorial debut, and it's one where, don't get me wrong, it's fucking hilarious, but it's not meant to be a kids movie. It's written by the guys that wrote Eurotrip. Did you ever see Eurotrip? Have you seen Eurotrip? Oh, that one is so goddamn funny. But like they wrote that, and they also worked on Conan O'Brien's late night show. They wrote Curb Your Enthusiasm. They worked on
what? Why are they working on this then?
I don't know. And again, this is one where you could watch this. I'm like, this is technically a kids film, but you could tell this is written by guys who come from like late night and don't know how to write movies for children. Yeah. And then you have certain movies that are kids movies that are not meant to be kids movies. Like for example, do you remember the movie Kangaroo Jack?
Oh, the Jeep?
Yeah.
In the front cover?
Yeah. Do you remember Kangaroo Jack? Okay, so this is a crazy story. So David McNally is a Super Bowl commercial director. Jerry Bruckheimer finds him, gives him Coyote Ugly. Pretty decent box office hit, but that movie really makes its audience on home video and the soundtrack, because the soundtrack's great. And they do this movie called Thunder Down Under, and a hard R action comedy in Australia. Jerry O'Connell shot full frontal nudity, the whole thing. They cut it together. The test audiences, they do not like it. It is falling so flat. And the only thing that gets any audience response is a scene where he's hallucinating and the kangaroo is talking to him. Oh. And then Jerry Bruckheimer just goes, I think I could fix this. And they realize, let's do some reshoots and focus the entire movie on sell the trailer and sell the movie on this talking kangaroo. Even though the kangaroo only talks for one scene that's 3 minutes long at 89 minutes.
That's pretty wild.
But it worked because that movie opened up #1 at the box office that weekend.
Wow.
And that's another one where, like, if we ever do an episode where we discuss childhood classics, that movie's a childhood classic, but I fully acknowledge it's not a great film. It's very enjoyable, but at the same time, I understand why somebody goes, this movie sucks. I'm like, I'm not going to defend it, but it's like, I've seen it so many times. And also, like, Anthony Anderson is so fucking funny in that. And also, like, Michael Shannon's in that movie. He's one of our great character actors. Christopher Walken's in it. Oh, yeah. And I forget the name of the girl, but she's, like, truly one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. I wish I could remember the name of the girl, but she was so beautiful. I mean, Flippy, unless you want to Google Kangaroo Jack and just look at the cast really quick.
Is it that one lady? No, I don't know.
Because she's been but she was in a few other movies. I remember, like, she was in this really good Law and Order episode where she, yes, Estella Warren. Yes, one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen in my goddamn life. She was, she was in, she was in that Planet of the Apes remake, which was not great. She was in that Sylvester Stallone movie Driven. That was not very good.
Damn.
And yeah, I don't know, she was in The Cooler. Cooler was good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember.
I used to, honestly, whenever I would go to a movie theater, it'd be like 80% scary movies. That's kind of my...
Oh, okay. So, like, what are some of your favorite horror movies outside of Jeepers Creepers, obviously?
Insidious 2.
Why specifically Insidious 2?
I don't know. I think it was just better than the other Insidiouses, and it was more spooky for sure. I remember seeing it in theaters with like my group of friends, so it was more fun too. Insidious 2. I saw what's that one movie with Jennifer Lawrence and
The House at the End of the Street?
No, Jennifer Lawrence and then that Bartel guy. Bartel, he's an actor, something Bartel, or I think his first name might be Bartel.
See, Jennifer Lawrence, the only horror movie I can think of that Jennifer Lawrence did was, there's House at the End of the Street, which was set on a shelf for a couple of years, and then Hunger Games comes out, and they're like, okay, we can market it now. Yeah. And then she also did this one, which I haven't seen it yet, but it's called Mother.
That's the one.
Okay, yeah. So I've never seen it, but when I worked at a dine-in movie theater, so I would bring in food, nice. And without giving it away, it's the baby scene. Without giving it away, yeah. I'll just say it's a lot of grabbing and eating.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
And I walk in and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I remember seeing it with my dad.
Oh, God, what the hell was that conversation like afterwards?
I don't even know. Oh, but I think it wasn't as bad as when me and him, we saw Midsommar together.
Oh, so, Midsommar. I remember watching that in a hot summer day, and the air conditioner in the theater was super cold. And then we all were watching this movie together, and then after we're all leaving, we're all just like, what the fuck did we just watch? Yeah. Because I'll say, like, I think that, because that director is highly praised.
What's his name again?
Ari Aster.
No, that... Is it?
Yeah, the director Ari Aster.
I thought it was M. Night, or what's his name?
No, M. Night, it's not M. Night Shyamalan, no. It's not M. Night Shyamalan. Oh. No, dude, fucking...
Wait, who's M. Night Shyamalan?
The guy who made The Sixth Sense.
Oh, I don't know. What?
Also, like, the reason why it's funny is because, like, one's white and one's Indian, so, like, not even close.
Yeah, okay, and he also made Hereditary, right?
Yeah, he made Hereditary, Midsommar.
Great movies.
Beau is Afraid.
Wait,
the one that's the 3-hour one with Joaquin Phoenix, where like it's a deconstruction of his psyche. And
what's it called?
Beau is Afraid.
I've never even heard of it.
It was the movie that broke A24 and then made them realize like, oh, hey, we can't make all these movies where they're super weird. We need to start making stuff that's like commercially accessible now.
Yeah.
Which is why you got that movie Civil War, which by the way, one of the best movies of 2024, hands down.
Really?
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Is it really about the Civil War?
So it's about it's an alternative world where like basically it's a modern Civil War, and it's photojournalists that would go through and just like document. You know how like you have like photojournalists overseas going into like Afghanistan and Iraq and shit like that. Yeah. It's like that, but going through America, and where it's very sick. It's so intense. There was a scene where like it is so intense my hands were shaking.
Whoa.
It is like that.
Civil War.
It gives you that much. It's with Kirsten Dunst, Nick Offerman.
Maybe I'll watch that.
It's super. It's really great. And then another one they did that kind of like to pivot towards this new direction was Y2K that Kyle Mooney wrote and directed. Oh. I will say that movie it wasn't great, but it was super funny.
Is Y2K based off like the end of the world or whatever? Yeah. What was that?
So basically, that was like in 1999 when at New Year's Eve 1999 when like when the clock struck midnight, everything starts at 0.
That's funny.
And everybody was worried like the world was going to end. Well, in this movie, it's like an alternative world where not the world's going to end, but the machines take over, and then all the again like it's the VCR, it's the blender. Every piece of machinery turns into a human killing machine. There is a scene where a blender it just shoots out, and it is just devouring a kid's dick.
What?
At full blast, because it's at a house party at some kid's house in New Year's Eve 1999, and there's one scene where like a VHS tape just shoots out of the VCR and just hits somebody straight in the head and kills them.
What the hell?
It is a fun movie, but then the other one they did, I forget this other A24 movie they did that was meant to be going this new commercial. Oh yeah, Marty Supreme. I don't know if you saw that one. Did you see Marty Supreme? That was a big movie this year because it was nominated for a bunch of Oscars and it didn't win any because a lot of people think, oh, Timothée Chalamet caused the movie not to win because if you don't know, a couple weeks ago he was just like, hey, opera and ballet.
I didn't know.
No, that was the thing where people were like, oh my god, what did you say that for? I think it was a little blown out of proportion, but at the same time, it's just like he's 30 years old. Yeah. Like he's one of the biggest movie stars in the world right now. It's like he's young. He doesn't have to audition. He gets paid $20 million. He's fucking. I think he's dating Kylie Jenner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I forget if he's dating Kylie or Kendall. I think he's dating Kylie Jenner.
I don't know.
He's dating one of the Kardashians. And I don't know that, and then it just he's gonna say stupid shit.
Yeah. Did you ever see Don't Look Up?
No, I need to.
You never saw that one?
I never saw that one.
That's like,
is it good?
Dude, that one was pretty. I saw that twice.
Oh, did you watch Don't Look Up?
Yeah, that's the one with
Leonardo
DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. It's like
that one was really good, man.
Did you see? I've seen the post credit scene of that. Did you see the post credit scene?
You saw the post credit scene, but you didn't see the movie.
I saw the ending. I saw the post credit scene on YouTube.
Oh yeah, where they're naked.
No.
Oh no.
No, so it's after everything's happened and Jonah Hill comes out.
Oh yeah. And he lifts.
And he's the only survivor of the blast.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I remember that.
I was and I'm curious, like for you, like comedy wise, who are some of your favorite comedy actors?
Actors?
Like who are some of the people you watch in movies or television? You just think these are the funniest human beings in the world.
And they don't have to be stand-ups, or do they?
No, just in general. Because I grew up with the Sandler movies, but also I grew up with the Judd Apatow universe.
Yeah. What's that one guy who plays in 21 Jump Street? Mm-hmm. He plays like the PE teacher or the
Rob Riggle.
I love
that guy. Is one of the funniest human beings on the planet.
Rob.
He's one where if you see his face, you're like, I loved you in this, because again, he's an upright citizen for gay guy, former Marine.
He's gay?
No, former UCB alumni. God damn you! No,
it's dude. The same thing.
No, dude. But this guy's been in so many fucking movies.
Because he's hilarious.
He's so funny.
Hell yeah.
And I would say like one of his funnier again.
He just looks funny too.
And what's funny is that so he was on Conan once. They were talking about how he was a Marine, because he was a Marine for like 26 years, I think.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then Conan just goes, we don't think about this very much, but he and Andy Rove look at him like, you know how to kill us, don't you? And he just goes, yeah. Like, I don't think a lot much, but yeah, I do.
That's funny.
And because again, he's like, so like as a Marine, like what are like what's it like for you? And I was like, oh my god, I'm checking my egress points, I'm checking my access, blah 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 blah. Because it's like that shit never goes away. It's like when you're a Marine for that long, like you think like a Marine no matter what.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then like I will say like I think like and because I don't know like what your comedy taste is or movie wise, my 3 all-time favorite comedies are Zoolander,
okay,
Dumb and Dumber, and Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, yeah, that's up there. Yeah. For me, it's Due Date.
Okay.
Oh man, maybe I'll say Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore's a great. It's a classic.
Yeah. Where that one scene where he's like at the bar.
Yeah.
And whoever that actor,
Christopher McDonald. Yeah. Shinner McGavin.
And he's like, I just may. What do you say? We hang out by the bay. Dude, that scene is so fucking fun.
My favorite line of that, my favorite scene of the whole movie is when it's such a stupid line, but it's so great when Shooter McGavin goes, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. And he just goes, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? Yeah. No. Oh, shit. How are we doing on time, Flip? 2-3 minutes. Okay. We just shot the shit for almost an hour, and it felt like maybe 30 minutes.
Fast, man.
But that's like that's the one thing about us, because it's like you and I will just talk about the most random shit in the world.
That's so sick. I didn't know you knew movies like this.
Oh, dude, that's
it's
like
really cool.
It's to the point where like I won't say who, but like remember like I went on somebody's podcast like years ago, and then they just go, I don't know if I can handle you one-on-one. I'm like, why? Just ask me a question and I'll answer and I'll provide fun facts.
Yeah.
Because I was a kid that would just read the IMDb. If I go into a video store, I would read the back of the DVD. And,
you know Chris Stuckman, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you got to do shit like that.
I know.
Like, you got to do it like on TikTok or Instagram, where you just do like 40-second clips.
So what actually, what I started doing, like I'm gonna start doing more videos of this. Is I just give random recommendations to random movies because like the people who we know who've been to my place, they're just like, oh my god, yeah, no, you watch a lot of movies, don't you? I'm like, yeah, because I have a lot.
Yeah.
And then, because I remember one time Amy Thompson just like sat and just went through my entire shelf, like one by one. She was there for a while, and then she goes like, "Oh my god, you have so much shit." I'm like, "That's not it. Like, that's not all of it. Like, my bedroom has like 2 or 3 more shelves."
Yo, what the hell is a Blu-ray? Is that just like...
First there was this thing called a Betamax. And then you went to the VHS.
Okay.
Then you went to the laser disc, which is like a big old DVD.
Okay.
And then you get to the DVD, which is about that high.
Yeah.
And then you go to the Blu-ray, which is HD, more clear, better sound.
Is that just like 1080?
Yeah, 1080p.
That's Blu-ray?
Yeah.
I thought Blu-ray was like 4K. I don't even know.
So 4K is 2160p. But my thing is like, my thing about 4K is like not every movie has to look that crystal clear.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Well, because some of them look like shit.
Yeah.
Because like I will say, like, no offense to James Cameron, I hate the 4K restoration of Terminator 2. I've seen the clips where like like there's a scene where like it's when Schwarzenegger does the big jump. Here's the problem. I have no problem knowing that's the stunt guy. Like, I'm okay with knowing, hey, a stunt guy did this.
Yeah.
But they CGI'd Schwarzenegger's face onto the stunt guy. And I'm like, that didn't take anything away from it. I was perfectly fine with knowing the guy did the jump. Because I know unless you're Tom Cruise, Jet Li, Michelle Yeoh, Jackie Chan, or Donnie Yen, it's like, I know most of these actors don't do their own stunts. I'm okay with a stunt double doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But at the same time, it's like, I would prefer to see his face.
Sure. Oh, okay. All right. This is a random one. What are some of the movies you've watched that you've absolutely hated?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and she's probably gonna get mad when I say this, but a lot of the movies that my girlfriend like recommends, we just have such different tastes.
Sure.
So it's like there's a few good like lovey-dovey ones that are really good, but there's just some where it's like, oh, I don't know. You know, fuck, I can't think of them.
Just name them.
Oh, shit. It's like all of them. No, I'm kidding.
Let's say, while he's thinking about the flip, do you have any movies that you and your girl like disagree on like immensely?
Yeah, like Sausage Party.
So you like it and she doesn't, or she likes it and you don't?
Yeah, or even a TV show Family Guy.
Well, okay, do you not like Family Guy, or
I love Family Guy?
Oh, okay. I was about to say like
I'm pretty ignorant, so
I'm gonna say like I even wrote a Family Guy fan episode when I was like 19 and almost submitted it.
No way.
Because I didn't know where you would send it, so I just looked up Fuzzy Door Productions and it was just gonna mail in like the closest mail address to that. Like, were you able to find it? Were you able to think of any as we're wrapping up? Or
I was gonna say no, I don't know.
Okay, here's one movie that I implore you guys to try to find. I don't know if it's on like Tubi or whatever. It's this movie called Lola. It came out a couple years ago. Written and directed by Nicola Peltz, who's married to Brooklyn Beckham. Her father is Wilson Peltz, one of the richest men in the world. She gets $1 million a month allowance, and she wrote and directed this movie about white trash poor people. That is so unintentionally hilarious and so bad. And here's how you could tell this is written and directed by a rich woman, a movie about poor people. The little brother makes mac and cheese, but does not put the pasta through the colander. He just serves mac and cheese with all the mac and cheese water still in it.
What?
And I'm just like, what poor kid does not know how to make mac and cheese? Like, we knew how to make that by the time we were like 5 or 6 years old. Like, I mean, like, would you agree on that shit?
Yeah.
Like, Flip, you would agree. Like, we knew how to make that shit by like 5 or 6 years old.
Sponsored by Kraft.
Yeah, and then and this kid is just like, here, this old lady, she goes, here, I made you lunch, and then it's clearly mac and cheese with the packaging in it, but it's clearly all the mac and cheese water still in it from the boiler. And the lady just goes, this looks delicious, thank you. And then the movie ends, so you find out her mom's boyfriend, I'll just spoil it, the mom's boyfriend rapes her and impregnates her. The mom doesn't believe her, so she just goes, I'm done with this, I'm gonna leave you, I'm gonna raise my rape baby by myself.
Jesus Christ.
And then it's meant to be this so well-hearted movie, but it's such a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, I found. Go ahead. Jackass 4 and Happy Gilmore 2.
Jackass 4 might be my favorite one.
What? How? No way.
It just had so much heart to it. That's
but what those acted like the new guys?
Poopies is basically the better-looking version of me.
Poopy. Okay.
That guy basically, and then Happy Gilmore 2. I knew it was not as good, but for me, like it felt like Happy Gilmore.
It was just such a big ass disappointment because it felt like Adam Sandler didn't even want to make it.
It cost so much money too.
Yeah, and
it cost $153 million.
It did not. Everything, I hated it. It was terrible.
Shit. Alrighty then. Well, so this has been another episode of Danny Loves Movies, and I'm really happy that we got David Rodriguez on here because again, we've known each other for almost 5 years.
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy how you've been really blowing up and really hitting all these road gigs. You've been really starting to like go through the algorithms, but it's like whenever you and I talk, like it's always the same. Like,
of course, man.
It's just always the same. Like we when sometimes we talk about like road gig or we talk about life and shit like that, but it's just like it's always the same. It's always like, hey man, how you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you came on because I'm sure like a lot of people are like, oh, I want you to come on mine because again, like you're really starting to blow up, and I'm really
I mean, don't think like I'm above you, man. I mean, we're still like all like in this together, you know.
I will say though, because there was one comic who I've talked about it on the show. This one, and I haven't said. I've only told.
I think I know who you're talking about. Because you said it's a girl, right?
We'll talk about it off air.
Okay.
But basically, this one comic said to me, this is years and years and years ago. She just said, "Don't talk to me. You're not on my level."
Fuck.
And I won't say who it is.
I think if it is who I think it is, I love this person still.
Yeah, and again, she probably doesn't remember it.
Yeah,
and again, I don't hold it against her, but I was just like, I remember when
it's not.
And I remember like afterwards, like a mutual friend of ours, like after the episode comes out, a mutual friend of ours was just like, Danny, was it me? I was like, no, why? And she's like, because you started a fucking witch hunt, you asshole. What? Well, because it was like, there's only so many women comics in the scene. Like, who the fuck was it? I'm like, I'm not going to tell you guys who it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, though, for real though, this has been another episode of Danny Loves Movies. That's David Rodriguez.
This was fun as hell, man. Thanks so much for having me.
You're very welcome. And David, what shows do you got coming up? Because you got a lot.
Well, I'll be in Calistoga on Friday.
Nice.
When is this uploaded?
It'll whenever it gets to me, so it'll take a couple days.
I mean, right now, I'm honestly just doing a bunch of local shows. I'm just trying to work on my craft, and then soon I'll be. The plan is to eventually like headline my own shows. And
Fuck
shit,
yeah!
So.
Like, okay, as a writer now, do you have like an ultimate stand-up goal? Like, what's a goal for yourself that you want to do as a stand-up?
Right now, I mean, I just working towards an hour.
Yeah, for me, my ultimate goal would be to be doing stand-up at the Jackson Rancheria in Amador County, just because like I was there from grade 6 through 12.
Where is that? I've never.
So like if you know where how do I describe it? So if you get on Jackson Road, just drive up that way and you'll get out there, and if you go on Highway 88, just go straight up. It's past Stockton, and then you go, and it just keeps going up.
Oh, is it kind of near like Avery, like over there?
Oh, it's well past it. Avery. It's right before Avery.
Oh, okay.
It's because you have Amador County, then you have Angels Camp, then you have Jamestown, and then you have Avery.
Jamestown. My brother was in jail there.
Yeah. No. Oh, so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry. Is your brother still alive?
Yeah. He's out now.
Hey, glad you're out, David Rodriguez's brother.
Yeah, shout out to Freddie.
Yeah, this has been great, man. Have a good and then for those who watched the episode, give us a like, comment what you like about it, what you not like about it. Most of you guys' comments have not been nice.
Oh, what the fuck?
But you know what? That is what it is. It's a spazzy guy like me doing a show, so that's how it is. For real though, this has been another episode of Danny Loves Movies. That's David Rodriguez. I'm Danny Till. That is the best producer on the planet. Flip over there. He is a lovable guy. He is the best. And have a good rest of your night, everybody. Thank you very much. Later.
Love you guys.